win next year's Derby as the horse. I'm your host, Olivia Manning, and welcome to this episode of Scholastic HI Q, the only show where knowledge rules. Today we've got two incredible teams. Up at the top, we've got Ariana, Max, Erica, and Logan with Johnston City. And at the bottom, we've got Gabriel, Kendra, Desiree, and Emma with Flora. For those of you who don't know how the rules work, I have in my hand a series of toss-up questions. I will ask these to the room. Any team can buzz in to win 10 points. A team that wins a toss-up then moves on to an extra special bonus round, which they can answer for 20 bonus points, but if they get it wrong, the other team can swoop in and steal for 10 bonus points. There are also math questions, audio questions, lightning rounds, but we will get to all of that when we get to it. The most important thing that you need to know, my dear contestants, is the interruption rule. If at any point while I'm reading a question, you interrupt me to give an answer, if you are right, you get your points and we move on with our day. If you are wrong, the other team gets 5 bonus points and the opportunity to answer that question. So, if you're going to interrupt me, just make sure you're right. With all of that out of the way, are we ready to high Q?
Yeah.
Yes. Alrighty. Our first toss-up question. What tissue, in which companion cells provide energy to cells called sieve tube elements, transports sugars away from leaves to the rest of the plant? Logan.
Phloem.
Phloem is correct. Johnston City, your bonus question. During the Russian Civil War, the Red Army fought an anti-communist military coalition named for what other color?
White.
White is correct. Our next toss-up. What explorer who met with the Zamorin of Calicut in 1498 rounded the Cape of Good Hope to become the first modern European map?
Vasco da Gama.
Vasco da Gama is correct. Your bonus question. The organic compound toluene is made by replacing one of the hydrogen atoms in benzene with what functional group whose formula is CH3?
CH3? No.
Johnston City, you are out of time. Flora, your chance to steal.
It could be
Methane.
Methane is incorrect.
Yeah, 'cause
Unfortunately, we're
methane's
looking for the
CH4.
group, which is methyl. Methyl. Our next toss-up. What region, whose Salvation Islands was once home to a penal colony at Devil's Island, is a European territory in South America governed from Cayenne? Max.
Cape Verde.
That is incorrect. Flora, your chance to buzz in. Flora, you are out of time. We were looking for French Guiana. French Guiana. No bonus question there. What site where the mythical Python guarded the Omphalos at the center of the world was the home of the Pythia Oracle at the Temple of Apollo? Ariana.
Delphi.
Delphi is correct. Your bonus question, Johnston City. The Borgata and the Ocean Casino Resort are both in what East Coast city that legalized casinos in 1796?
Atlantic City.
Atlantic City is correct. This next toss-up is a math question, so pencil and paper ready. If point P has the Cartesian coordinates 4, 3, what are the new coordinates if P is reflected across the x-axis? Logan.
4, -3.
4, -3 is correct. Your bonus question, Johnston City. Conflict between farmers and merchants helped provoke what 1786 uprising in Western Massachusetts that partly motivated the Constitutional Convention?
Shays.
Shays is correct.
It rhymed.
This is our first video question of the game. Please turn your attention towards the television. This dance, originated by Loie Fuller, was a popular stage dance in the 1890s and was an evolution of the skirt dance. It has been featured in many films from the time. What is the name of this dance? You are both out of time. We were looking for the serpentine dance. The serpentine dance. Our next toss-up. What island, which in 1969 was occupied by activists from the American Indian movement, was the site of a federal prison in San Francisco Bay? Kendra.
Alcatraz. Alcatraz.
Alcatraz is correct. Your bonus question, Flora. What collection of the sayings and approvals of Muhammad is used as a major source of Islamic law and theology alongside the Quran?
The Black Cube.
That is incorrect. Johnston City, your chance to
Hadith.
steal. Sorry?
Hadith.
Hadith is correct. Our next toss-up. What substance, whose composition may be measured with a DFT gauge or Zahn cup, is sold under such brands as Benjamin Moore and Sherwin-Williams? Kendra.
Paint.
Paint is correct. Your bonus question, Flora. A 2025 mass shooting targeted the Manhattan headquarters of what organization, which a gunman blamed for causing his CTE condition?
Hospital.
That is incorrect. Johnston City, your chance to steal.
Sure, yeah.
NFL.
NFL is correct.
That's what CTE is.
What 1965 song, whose working title was Scrambled Eggs, is a widely covered Beatles song about a time when all my troubles seemed so far away? Both teams are out of time. Not a lot of Beatles heads in the audience. We were looking for Yesterday. Yesterday is that Beatles song. What compound is made in the Monsanto and Cativa processes, has an anhydrous glacial form, has the formula CH3COOH, and is an acid found in vinegar? Logan.
Acetic acid.
Acetic acid is correct. Your bonus question, Johnston City. Ulysses Grant held office during an economic panic in what year that triggered the Long Depression that helped undercut support for Reconstruction?
1873.
1873 is correct. What saint, whose retrial was ordered by Calixtus III, claimed to have...
Joan of Arc.
Sorry?
Joan of Arc.
Joan of Arc is correct. Your bonus question. A trial concerning destroyed evidence from a helicopter crash began in 2025 against Matt Wright, an Australian known for wrangling what big predators?
That makes sense. The kangaroos.
Alligators.
That is incorrect. Flora, your chance to buzz in.
Crocodiles.
Crocodiles is correct. This is our next audio question of the game, so please turn your attention towards the speakers. This meme is a viral internet trend built around a pair of numbers that people yell or reference Desiree.
6, 7.
6, 7 is in fact correct. There are no bonus audio questions, thank God, but Flora gets 10 points for a correctly answered audio question. Now I have to do it just so that we have it on footage. Our next toss-up question. What art movement, whose name was coined by Lawrence Alloway, is exemplified by the reappropriations of comic books painted by Roy Lichtenstein? Apologies. Kendra.
Pop art.
Pop art is correct. Your bonus question, Flora, is a math question, so pencil and paper ready. That goes for you too, Johnston City. If 3 standard 6-sided dice are rolled, what is the probability that all 3 dice show either a 1 or a 6? Flora, you are out of time. Johnston City, your chance to steal.
1/9.
That is incorrect. We were looking for 1/27. 1 in 27. I'd explain how you get that answer, but I have no idea. Our next toss-up. What character lives on a farm with his cousin Mose, has his stapler placed in Jell-O by Jim, and is a salesman played by Rainn Wilson on The Office? Logan.
Dwight.
Dwight is correct. Your bonus question, Johnston City. Dioneo and others flee a plague that breaks out in 14th century Florence at the start of what collection of 100 stories written by Giovanni Boccaccio?
The Rubaiyat?
Sorry?
The Rubaiyat?
That is incorrect. Flora, your chance to steal.
Black Plague.
That is incorrect. We were looking for the Decameron. The Decameron. Our next toss-up. What French philosopher described an overly stiff waiter to illustrate the concept of bad faith in Being and Nothingness, a work of existentialism?
Sartre.
Max. Sorry?
Sartre.
Sartre is correct. Your bonus question, Johnston City. What war god from Norse mythology lost his right hand to the monstrous wolf Fenrir?
Tyr.
Tyr is correct. What ancient city melted a siege tower known as Taker of Cities to create a harbor monument to Helios in the form of an 108-foot-tall colossus? Max.
Rhodes.
Rhodes is correct. Your bonus question. What small gland in the brain helps regulate circadian rhythms by producing melatonin?
Little brain.
You are out of time, Johnston City. Flora, your chance to steal.
REM.
That is incorrect. We were looking for the pineal gland. The pineal gland. Our next toss-up. What expressions, some of which use L'Hopital's rule to evaluate, equal the value of functions?
Limits.
Logan. Sorry?
Limits.
Limits is correct. Your bonus question, Johnston City. The U.S. president who vetoed the most bills was what man who also threatened to pack the Supreme Court?
Jackson.
That is incorrect. Flora, your chance to steal.
Trump.
That is incorrect. We were looking for FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. This is a media question, so please say hello to the television once again. This company first started in 1933, Max.
Little Debbie.
Little Debbie is correct. That is 10 points to Johnston City for a correctly answered media question. There are no bonus media questions. It's just whatever shows up on the television. Our next toss-up. What city's politicians include Mayor Muriel Bowser as well as Eleanor Holmes Norton, a delegate of the House of Representatives who cannot vote? Max.
Washington, D.C.
Washington, D.C. is correct. Your bonus question, Johnston City. What British cultural position currently held by Simon Armitage was first held in 1668 by John Dryden, who wrote verse for national occasions?
Poet laureate.
Poet laureate is correct. Robert Maynard hunted down what man who blockaded Charlestown using the Queen Anne's Revenge and was a pirate known for his dark facial hair? Desiree.
Blackbeard.
Blackbeard is correct. Your bonus question, Flora. Tina Fey played overworked math teacher Miss Norbury in what 2004 teen film, starring Rachel McAdams and Lindsay Lohan?
Mean Girls.
Mean Girls is correct. That bonus question gets us into our lightning round. The lightning round works a little differently. I now have in my hands 4 topics that separate into 10 questions. Questions that a team may have to answer in a mere 60 seconds. Flora, you get first pick as to your topic. They are as follows. Lines of poetry, Napoleon, state borders, and months.
Months.
All right. Give these answers that are the names of months in English. Answers may repeat. Flora, your 60 seconds begins in 3, 2, 1. Last name of sisters in Little Women.
May.
Incorrect. Verb meaning something is possible.
May.
Correct. First name of Aubrey Plaza's Parks and Recreation character.
April.
Correct. Word following red in the name of a hunted submarine in a Tom Clancy novel.
Blue.
Incorrect. Music genre that includes Jean-Philippe Sousa's The Liberty Bell.
March.
Correct. Month named for the first Roman emperor.
August.
Correct. With black Palestinian militant group of the 1970s.
October.
Incorrect. First name of actress who played Betty Draper on Mad Men.
April.
Incorrect. Usual first name of Swedish playwright of Miss Julie.
May.
Incorrect. Black History Month in the U.S.
February.
Correct. You are out of questions, Flora. March is the last name of the sisters in Little Women. October is that word following red in Tom Clancy's The Hunt for Red October. Black September organization is that Palestinian militant group of the 1970s. January Jones played Betty Draper on Mad Men. August Strindberg is the Swedish playwright of Miss Julie. Johnston City, your topics are, once again, lines of poetry, Napoleon, or state borders.
Napoleon?
Answer the following about Emperor Napoleon I. Johnston City, your 60 seconds begins in 3, 2, 1. Became emperor of this European country in 1804.
France.
Correct. Beheaded king who was that country's previous monarch.
Louis XVI.
Correct. Island where he was born.
Corsica.
Correct. Final battle after returning from Elba.
Waterloo.
Correct. Died in exile on this island.
St. Helena.
Correct. First wife, divorced because she could not bear him an heir.
Pass.
His brother, whom he named King of Spain.
Joseph.
Correct. Became first consul in the coup of the 18th of this month.
Pass.
1805 Battle of the Three Emperors that names a Paris train station.
Austerlitz.
Correct. Empire where he led a failed invasion in the winter of 1812.
Russia.
Correct. First wife, divorced because she did not bear him an heir.
Josephina.
Correct. Became first consul in the coup of the 18th of this month.
July.
Incorrect. You are out of questions, Johnston City. We were looking for Brumaire, the coup of the 18th of Brumaire. Wonderful lightning round all around. Unfortunately, they can only last about 120 seconds, so back to the toss-ups we go. What technology relies on synchronized atomic clocks to determine the location of a receiver and is the most widely used navigation system? Max.
GPS.
GPS is correct. Your bonus question, Johnston City. If a set S has n members, what other set that includes all possible subsets of S, including S itself and the empty set, must have 2 to the n members?
What's the question? No, I got the sense.
Empty set. Set of just S and then it has something to
Johnston City, you are out of time. Flora, your chance to steal.
Infinite.
That is incorrect. We were looking for a power set. Power set. Our next toss-up. What composer whose short lyric pieces include character miniatures like Wedding Day at Troldhaugen was a Norwegian who wrote the Peer Gynt suite? Logan.
Grieg.
Grieg is correct.
Good job.
Your bonus question, Johnston City. What number of tones in a technique developed by Arnold Schoenberg equals the number of notes of a chromatic scale in 1 octave?
12.
12 is correct.
Nice.
What soldier who called for international support in his letter from Jamaica won? Max.
Bolivar.
Bolivar is correct. Your bonus question, Johnston City. The victory of what king of Wessex at the Battle of Edington helped earn him the epithet the Great?
Alfred.
Alfred is correct. This is our next video question. Please turn your attention back towards the television. When Principal Skinner's roast is ruined, he purchases fast food to disguise as his own cooking. When he presents the hamburgers to his lunch guest, Superintendent Chalmers, he calls them something else. Max.
Steamed hams.
Steamed hams is correct. That is 10 points to Johnston City. There are no bonus video questions. It's just whatever shows up on the television. What novel, whose frustrated protagonist has an affair with Rodolphe Boulanger while married to the provincial Dr. Charles, is by Gustave Flaubert? Erica.
Madame Bovary?
Madame Bovary is correct. Your bonus question, Johnston City. E1, E2, and E3 are forms of what hormone that works with progesterone to regulate ovulation and menstruation?
Estrogen?
Estrogen is correct. What psychologist who wrote Motivation and Personality placed self-actualization at the top of a construct, Max?
Maslow.
Maslow is correct. Your bonus question. In 2025, BP announced its largest oil find in 25 years at the Bumerangi block near what South American country, which is home to Petrobras?
Chile.
That is incorrect. Flora, your chance to steal.
Brazil.
Brazil is correct. Our next toss-up. What party, which split into Conscience and Cotton factions, promoted Max?
Whigs.
Whigs is correct. Your bonus question, Johnston City. What English playwright wrote about the attempts of Mosca, Voltore, Carpaccio, and Corvino to inherit the fortune of a sly fox in Volpone?
Johnson.
Johnson is correct. Our next toss-up. What YA series, whose arcs include The Lost Continent Prophecy, depicts a war in Pyria and was written by Tui T. Sutherland about young dragonettes? Ariana.
Wings of Fire.
Wings of Fire is correct. Your bonus question, Johnston City. What African country, whose capital is named after U.S. President James Monroe, was founded in the 19th century by the American Colonization Society?
Liberia.
Liberia is correct. What phenomenon, whose namesake structures are Lewis structures enclosed in square brackets, occurs when bonds are formed by delocalized electrons? Logan.
Compounds.
That is incorrect. Flora, your chance to buzz in. Emma.
Covalent.
That is incorrect. We were looking for resonance structures. Moving on to our next audio question. Turn your ears towards the speakers. This band is an American pop rock group known for anthemic songs. Desiree.
Imagine Dragons.
Imagine Dragons is correct. There are once again no bonus audio questions. So back to our toss-ups. What country, which is home to the Monteverde Cloud Forest, is a Central American nation governed from San Jose that is to the south of Nicaragua? Max.
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica is correct. Your bonus question, Johnston City. The Dance of the Seven Veils is performed by what woman who demands the head of John the Baptist in a namesake opera by Richard Strauss? Johnston City, you are out of time. Flora, your chance to steal.
Scheherazade.
That is incorrect. We were looking for Salome. Salome is her name. Our next toss-up. What company, which named Andy Jassy as CEO in 2021, experienced a major drop in sales for the 2025 edition of its annual July promotion, Prime Day? Kendra.
Amazon.
Amazon is correct. Your bonus question, Flora. Lake Balaton, the largest lake in Central Europe, is in what country, whose first king was Stephen I?
Spain.
That is incorrect. Johnston City, your chance to steal.
Hungary.
Hungary is correct. What author wrote about a convict who gets married 5 times in Mole, Flanders, and about a man who... Erica.
Defoe.
Sorry?
Defoe.
Defoe is correct. Your bonus question, Johnston City. What hard-boiled private detective is hired by Brigid O'Shaughnessy to help her find the title statuette in Dashiell Hammett's The Maltese Falcon?
Pass.
Pass. All right, Flora, your chance to steal.
Sherlock Holmes.
That is incorrect. We were looking for Sam Spade. Sam Spade. Our next toss-up. An asterism consisting of Alnitak, Alnilam, and Mintaka is found in what constellation whose stars Saiph and Rigel are below a namesake belt? Kendra.
Orion's.
Orion is correct. Your bonus question, Flora. In 1941, what Boston Red Sox left fielder batted .406, becoming the last player to have a batting average over .400 for an entire season?
Babe Ruth.
That is incorrect. Johnston City, your chance to steal.
Jackie Robinson.
That is incorrect as well. We were looking for Williams, Ted Williams. In 2025, what country's constitutional court upheld the impeachment of a president from the People Power Party who declared martial law? Max.
South Korea.
South Korea is correct. Your bonus question, Johnston City. The city of Yinshu in modern-day Henan province was the capital of what oldest archaeologically verified Chinese dynasty, which preceded the Zhou?
Gia.
That is incorrect. Flora, your chance to steal.
Qing.
Sorry.
Qing.
That is incorrect. We were looking for the Shang Dynasty. And that means that we are out of time for today's episode of HI Q. Our winners today are Johnston City. A huge round of applause for the team of Johnston City, but also for the team of Flora for being here for this incredible episode of Scholastic HI Q. Once again, I'm your host, Olivia Manning, reminding you that here at HI Q, knowledge rules. Let the music play.